So for today, we're going to be looking at the Chlorophyta mask. This is the 110 season pass reward, which is the universal helmet ornament for all the classes. So this one, we're going to be looking at some of the sets that I made. This video should not be that long, considering we're just looking at 3 sets, nothing too crazy. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Also remember that I've already done the remember that the Discord is already up, so if you guys are interested to go in there and showcase some of the sets you've made with the Chlorophyta mask, definitely come out because you have a high chance of actually coming out in the video, because I do plan to incorporate your sets into the video, especially if I have a lot. I would probably just make a full-blown video for just you guys. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Let's just get into it. So to start off, here is the Hunter set. Now I really like this one, but I would be terrible if I didn't show you the actual set that this came from. So this is the set that it came from. I made this and I absolutely love this set. I think it came out so fucking cool, and quite frankly, this is probably going to be a new set that I see my Hunter. Like there's like certified Tony classics that I have in my head. This one is one of them now. It just looks so cool, very minimalistic too. Like the shader is nothing crazy. It just turns off everything, which is kind of what I wanted because I didn't want Mask of the Anointed to have a glow here. But this set will be coming out in the multi-cell grasp video, so I'm gonna hold off on all gushing about this one because obviously it's not a multi-cell video. It's the not tech sec, the Chlorophyta mask ornament. So this is what I came up with. The whole like lore about this one, because I did come up with some small lore, is the fact that like for me, this was a hunter that was in space, and this like goop got attached to him and kind of started to suck the like life, which would be the color, out of him. Which this one, like once upon a time, this armor set did have a color to it, but this goop actually stole that color away from this hunter. Which, to be fair, this hunter is also like dead, so like an actually dead. So it's more of this goop is the guardian and not the actual like person. So that's kind of like the lore I came up with. Like the goop became the guardian or sucked the guardian. I don't know, some lore of that, and I thought it was really cool. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just have that as the lore. And that is the lore for the first set. That's actually where I came from. But this one actually looks really cool with it as well, because of the actual indication of like that's just a skeleton underneath this. So the goop is probably the guardian, because I also would like to see Destiny 2 one day like incorporate more races into being guardians and not just humans, like maybe some fallen, some like variances of like maybe some Vex that are still like retain some individuality or whatever. That'd be really cool. So this is kind of like my step into like this goop is actually the guardian, not the person itself type of situation. But let me know what you guys think about this set. As for the next set, it's going to be the same thing, primer for the shadering, because again, this is kind of the theme of it. Chlorophyta helmet, multi-cell gauntlets with the multi-cell plate, reticle lock for the abandoned leaps, and then TM Cogburn custom mark. So obviously I'm going for a tactical guardian type of situation, which looks really cool in my opinion. And the really cool thing is the fact that I think the reticle lock goes well with the multi-cell plate, because there's a lot of like under armor type of thing here, which goes well with this, and it makes it feel like, okay, like once upon a time this set went with each other, but now that, you know, this goop came out, it kind of changed the geometry of the armor. I do wish when Bungie made sets like this where it's just an armor set with goop over it, I feel like it would be cool if we had a multi-cell set and then like one without the multi-cell set, because I think this armor looks really cool as a tactical set. And I would have preferred if we had gotten like the clean look and then you could put the goop on it if you wanted. That is technically 2 season pass armor sets, but at the same time, it's technically 1 because you could design the armor and then put the goop on it. So that's kind of like my own thing. But it's the same story. It's just like maybe like this squad, this fire team came into space, and then this goop like started to attach itself to all the classes. And at that point, I guess it would technically be 3 guardians, but this goop could be like a hive mind type of situation. That'd be really cool. But again, that's more lore than anything else. Style wise, I think this looks really cool. The warlock's no different. We're going to be doing tactical pieces as well. But Titans, let me know what you guys think about this set. And as for warlocks, again, Chlorophyta hood, multi-cell gloves with the multi-cell bond, dark age overcoat with the rain of fire ornament. So This is the same thing. The Warlock got killed in space. I don't know why she's wearing snow stuff, but at the same time, like, I don't know, tactical. If you wanted to go for tactical, you could do some other things, obviously. The only thing is this one right here. I just didn't want to do that because I just didn't want to. I think this one looks really, really cool. And you might never know when you might need some of this shit in space, I guess. I don't know. But the multi-cell gloves with the bond, I think, was the better choice, because you could have done this and then just switch out the bond for like over here, this right here. I could have done this, but I was just like, that's just so much goop, because it's like literally just all this shit, which does look cool, mind you. It really, really does. But I was just like, you know what? I feel like less is more here. Like, this just looks terrifying. Like, oh, it's already attaching itself type of situation. Like, maybe the Warlock was the last one to get infected. And the other thing is just like, I really just did not want to have this much goop on her. Like, it's just too much in my opinion. So yeah, you could do either or, honestly, and I wouldn't judge you for it, because I do think this goes hard as fuck as well. But I just didn't want to do the arms with the chest piece. I feel like that was just too close to each other. So yeah, that's kind of like my whole explanation on that. Same thing, we're using primer because I want to make it seem like all the Guardians got infected with some goop. So let me know what you guys think. I know I copped out when it comes to the shadering, but it's more because I see all three Guardians going through the same situation. That's why I did what I did, because again, they're part of the same fire team, and maybe they all got infected by this goop. That's kind of like the whole thing with the multi-cell stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for the multi-cell set videos. They're still going to have different shaders, because they actually do shader pretty well, all things considered. So I am pretty excited to do some stuff. Unfortunately, this is not Siva. And I'm pretty confident in that, because it has the same goop as the, where is it? As, over here, as the Edge of Fate stuff, specifically the not Caldera, but like this planet's goop stuff. It has the same like vibe as that, which that was not Siva. So, but I will probably still try to combine it with Siva, because it does look pretty cool with Siva. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.